Welcome to Interval Drinks
with your tipsy thespian pals, Chris
and SLP.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome back.
It's like we've never been away.
It's like we've never been away. How do we do that?
I know. We just like always wear the same clothes whenever we come. It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? What is embarrassing is how shit-faced I am. And we've got another cocktail coming up.
No. Oh, yeah. I mean, yay.
We were going to call this Easy Street, but we've renamed this
Sleazy Street. Thank you, Marvin.
Thank you so much. And we've even got a lovely red-headed little number here.
Oh, yes. Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Oh, that's refreshing.
It is.
I think that's an Aperol-based cocktail.
No.
Now, I adore
I like this. Yes. Annie.
I know some people might want to punch her in the face, but I adore Annie. Based,
me included. But I'll still watch her.
Based, of course, on that 1924 comic strip, Little Orphan Annie.
Yes.
And the original Broadway production opening in 1977. 77.
Goodness me.
What's that, 45 years ago? 45 years.
Don't ask me to do maths, Chris. I'm several drinks down.
It's currently on tour. It seems to be always on tour.
I know. It is a popular one, isn't it?
Starring, it's a popular one. You bring the kids, don't you? And you can't bring kids without adults. And it's,
that's true.
Auditorium filler, of course.
It's also it's a very popular one for amateur
societies.
Companies to do and schools to do, obviously, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Starring Craig Revel-Horwood at the minute as the notorious, infamous Miss Hannigan.
I tell you what, the older I get, the more I sympathise with that woman. And I'm just like, yes, you have a point. You have a very valid point. Little girls.
Hand me the gin.
I know, exactly.
Carol Burnett, obviously earning that role in the brilliant 1982 film.
Because there have been a few film adaptations of it.
There has. Some more successful than others. Disney did one, and then there was that kind of soft-core hip-hop version.
In 2014 or something like that. I really didn't like that. They changed so much of it, and it's like, why?
I tell you what I did like about the Disney version is they included the songs from the stage show, which aren't in the original movie.
Yeah.
NYC being a brilliant number. And, Annie, the title song. There's a title song that's not in the film.
No.
That they totally missed out. Look what you've done for us, Annie. You turned on the sun for us. But speaking of songs and lyrics, there is actually a rather funny lyric in Annie, which would probably put my DBS on the line. I'm not going to mention it, but if you want to go away and have a look at it for yourself, it actually features in the song I'm Gonna Like It Here.
Right.
So have a think about that song and have a look at the lyrics if you're not quite sure what I'm
Should I post the lyrics?
No.
I know what I think.
Yes, I think you do.
I will also not say it for my DBS as well.
Yes, but we talk about reprises.
Yes.
There may be reprise. Isn't that? Won't you please come get your baby? Oh no, and how she was almost my baby.
That's it. No, I know, Daddy Warbucks.
Oh, I could cry.
I know.
Cry.
It's very, very sweet. A sweet heart, isn't it, of this show? It's got a really lovely story at the core, and some very colourful and comedic characters around it.
Rooster and Lily St. Regis, named after the hotel. I'd love a stab at Rooster,
I bet. I thought you were going to say Lily St. Regis. I think you could do both.
Why not? Lily Savage, of course, the late great Paul O'Grady, had a stab at playing Miss Hannigan as well in one of the tours. I have played a part in Annie.
Have you?
Yeah, I was Bert Healy, the radio. Hey, Holger man, hey, Dapper Dan, you got your style.
That's a really good song.
I like a cameo.
Yeah.
I only have to attend like 10% of the rehearsals.
Just turn up on the day.
Turn up on the day, give me a dress rehearsal, show me where to stand. And
Not in any of my productions, Chris.
No, absolutely not, dear. The tunes are just brilliant.
They are.
And in the stage show, they include that sort of anti-establishment middle finger song that the government, Hooverville. Today we're living in a shanty. Today we're scrounging for a meal. It's just brilliant. And the end of that, banana, come and get her, boom, right on the money. You know?
Good.
It's absolutely brilliant. I absolutely adore that.
I think with Annie, similar to Grease, actually, that people know who haven't seen the show just think that the songs in the film are the songs. Do you see what I mean?
Yes. Oh, right. Yes. I think that's it. Yes.
Yeah. And so I remember when how did I first? I think my mum got me a CD, and I was listening, and there was I was sort of just like, what's this one? What's this one? Because I'd seen the film so many times.
That you just thought that was it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that happens a lot, doesn't it, in stage and screen adaptations.
Especially if
songs are edited out or re-added,
And so if you see one first and it's missing a lot of the thing, or it's got different things, it might go the other way, and it's just like, where's this gone? Kind of, and you're expecting it.
Absolutely. I think the only exception to that rule is in Bugsy Malone, where it is a standard. But then when you listen to the soundtrack, there's that, is it in I'm Feeling Fine? If this is love, it's a rhapsody, I'm gonna sing it like a song, which doesn't appear in the stage show or the film, but it happens to be on the cast album CD.
I quite like that.
Yeah, I really like that too. Yeah. What's your favourite song in Annie?
I do quite like Easy Street, actually.
I like
That's one of my favourites. Easy Street.
I do like Easy Street.
Little girls.
I'm a sucker for Tomorrow.
Oh, it is beautiful.
When I do my cabaret sets, I always finish with Tomorrow from Annie. There's Son of Tomorrow. And in lockdown, I was doing kind of like a kitchen cabaret where I was singing. And quite often I would end with that one on there as well. I think it's just an iconic little tune. I'm a big fan of Forbidden Broadway. I don't know if you've heard any of the Forbidden Broadway
I've heard of, and I've heard like little things in there.
There's a lovely Annie sequence where she sings dressed as an adult with a fag in her mouth, and she is Annie. And obviously she's never worked since doing the film.
Yes.
So she's there, and she's like this faded old, haggard Annie with a bottle of vodka and a cigarette, and she sings, I'm 30 years old tomorrow, and I haven't worked since I played Annie when I was 10. And she just goes on this rant.
That's amazing.
A sequel, you promised a sequel. It's just a really cry bell.
Can we find that on YouTube?
You can find that and share the link.
I'll share the link on that.
It's absolutely iconic.
That sounds amazing. I've got something, a fact about Tomorrow, though. Where is it? Where have I popped it? Oh, yes. So, did you know that, so this is regarding the 82 film. So, one of the creatives, the lyricist and director, Martin Charnin, hated the film. Absolutely hated the film.
Why?
And so I've got a couple of quotes from him, from when I interviewed him. he's quoted to
Martin.
call. I know he's called Albert Finney's Daddy Warbucks like an Englishman who just screams. So he didn't like how he interpreted that. He didn't like how Carol Burnett did Miss Hannigan. He said she looked like a man crazy drunk, and I thought, isn't she meant to be? Yeah, exactly. I don't know. The Aliens Queen Annie is like just too cute, and she's sort of done that, and she doesn't have enough bite to her. And I thought she definitely does. So I'm not. Yeah, but
maybe that's why she's never worked together.
Well, exactly. Maybe. But a big thing about the song Tomorrow that. Apparently Ray Stark, who was the film's producer, found it too corny, so they really cut it down and they really downplayed it. And Martin really wanted it to be more, because it's such a beautiful song.
Yes, it is a bit of a lesser song in the film.
Suddenly just happens, and it's like, and that's that. And it's like that's like the one that you all sing though.
You want to hear.
They use it as part of the finale, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yeah. And the opening credits. It's the opening credits. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've watched the film. But
I can't remember.
Again, as a kid, I used to watch that on loop.
Oh, it is beautiful.
It's amazing, isn't it? And
it's really good. Which is a really hard song to teach, like young kids. I've tried to teach it a couple of times, and and it's like it's a big range.
It is a range.
To sort of like teach them. That's not the right pitch, but to teach kids sort of there, like you then sort of realise, God, the kids that you need to then get as these roles need to be really, really talented.
I don't know about you, but I can't talk about Annie without singing all of the numbers. Betcha he reads, betcha she sews. Maybe she's made me a closet of clothes. It's just brilliant.
It is very, very, what do you call it? An earworm, isn't it?
Earworms.
Very earwormy songs,
When I'm stuck with a day, let's go. I'm off, I'm going on one day.
And loudly. We wouldn't know. We're in a beautiful studio today, aren't we?
We are. So speaking of karaoke, what would you sing?
Oh,
We'd do a brilliant Easy Street.
I think we'd definitely do an Easy Street. I think, well, what we've started doing, Chris, is that we always pick a duet for us both to do and then a solo each.
Okay, well, let's do that. So Easy Street's our definite duo, go-to duo.
Definitely. And
can
we do the thing where we walk alongside each other and it goes foot,
the monkey step.
Yeah. That'll be good. That's as far as my choreography goes.
I'll choreograph the number.
Can we just do that funny walk?
Yeah.
I think I'd like to go Little Girls.
Little Girls.
And just,
It's that muted trumpet.
So good. Oh yes, well I only go anywhere with my private trumpeter with me.
Muted trumpet.
Of course, so they could just be at the side.
I don't go anywhere without my trumpeter. You are a diva. Is that your rider? Is it?
Yes,
I'm only going to go.
Trumpeter,
I'm only performing at the side.
Oh, and a trombone player just to do it in case I do a fall or something. That'd be good. Yeah.
So just in case I fall. I've got a whole brass section.
Oh God, how wonderful would that be to
the
just
band
have a
of
whole
the Grenadier
orchestra?
Guards just follow you around everywhere.
Yes, why not? Yes. What would your solo one be?
I think, well, I've done Tomorrow. I do Tomorrow quite a bit.
Do an unexpected one.
I see. I like NYC, but I'd have to do all the parts. The best thing about NYC is that girl that
I
just
can see you doing that.
She stops. She gets off the subway train with her suitcase, and it's NYC. Just got here this morning. $3, 2 bags, 1 me.
What I would want you to do then is have a big box in the middle of the room and just like with loads of different hats.
Props and hats and
like a hat.
And a bald cat for Daddy Warbucks when he sings, isn't it?
Yes, I just want to.
And I like Let's Go to the Movies.
Yes, that was going to say. Yeah, that's a really nice one. What's the one that Grace sings later? We Got Annie.
Yeah, that's not in the stage show.
No, it's not.
Just in the film.
I really like that.
Yeah.
I love that song.
That's Anne Rankin, isn't it? God bless her soul. She died in, is it lockdown, I think?
Is it during lockdown? It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago at all.
But her in that beautiful, like, floaty yellow dress.
It's the lemon coloured dress, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous.
And she's got legs, and she's the whole shebang. Have you seen the semi-autobiographical Bob Fosse picture, All That Jazz?
No.
I think I've spoken to you about this before.
I think you mentioned it. No, I haven't seen it.
SRP, it's the greatest movie ever made.
Can we
Anne
watch
Rankin is in that, and she's sensational. Watch that, and that's one for people listening as well.
Should we have a movie night? Let's watch it.
If you've not seen All That Jazz, it's incredible.
All That Jazz. I'll set up a link for that.
Yeah, but back to Annie.
Yes.
I know we were saying we're not too hot on the new remakes, and of course we're not, because they are so far removed from that original little red-headed orphan comic strip.
Yes. With the most recent one, what year was it? 2014. I understand that they were saying we need to make this, what's the word? Like, relatable for modern
audiences.
Reach a
wider demographic.
Yeah, and so that's they literally brought it up to date.
Yeah,
they brought it
but
now.
they didn't need to. That Hard Knock Life grates on me.
I know, it's all very...
It's hard. It's all a bit...
I get what they're trying to do, and I think...
They're trying to make Annie cool.
They do try and
make Annie cool. Annie is cool.
Annie's
cool.
As Annie is.
As a standalone...
Yeah.
Annie's cool.
But I understand I understand why they... once the idea was set that they were going to make it modern, that they therefore had to modernise the music. I get why that happened. I just wish that they didn't modernise it in the first place.
Leave it alone.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can understand that it's like, now we have phones and we have social media and stuff like that, and so of course the search for Annie's parents kind of thing, you could literally just be got them, or rather don't. But I see why they then did it like that. I just wish they didn't do it in the first place. I didn't enjoy the version at all.
Yeah.
I know.
I'd love a locket. Nobody's ever bought me a locket.
I'll buy you a locket.
Thank you.
A sweet coffee?
No, not coffee. An actual... We could have them. Like those best friend things that were popular in the 90s.
Yes.
Where you have half and I have
half.
We can have like
good.
little... Yeah, and we...
With a little interval drinks on the back.
I'm doing a mime.
I'm the interval, you're the drink.
Yeah.
Gosh. I've got...
I'm definitely the drink.
You are definitely the drink. I'm just a gap where people go... No, I don't know where I'm going. Don't know where I'm going with that. Scrap that, never mind. I've got a thing about the dog The
Sandy.
dog, Sandy. The original dog that portrayed Sandy on stage became, like, genuinely got an award for the longest running dog on Broadway. Never missed a performance, I know.
Never missed a performance. Didn't do a Martine McCutcheon on this. Sandy never missed a performance.
How wonderful. That's more than we can say for a lot of Broadway stars.
We could call him Tiger, but there's no bite in him. Tiger, kittens would frighten him.
Oh, I love it. It's so good. That girl, by the way, in the film, when she literally Rover, when you're thinking,
she owns that.
She goes for it.
She makes that her own.
She does.
She was given that little cameo part, and she owns it.
Is that right, Mum? I've got it right.
Yeah,
I know what I'm going to do.
And
Rover.
Mum's in the background going, so I gave her a Chinese bone and I pushed her on stage. Yeah.
Oh man, it's wonderful, isn't it? Those kids, like, you have to now. In fact, because you work with children a lot, don't you? You work with groups of children, and you've done sort of productions with them. How they say never work with animals or children,
well,
and Annie, you're working with both. Exactly. So, like, oh God, how would you be able to get all those kids to dance
it's hell
in
on
sync?
Earth. I remember directing a production of Bugsy Malone, and it was hell on earth.
Oh God, rather you than me.
But
I would not have the patience.
But has kind of. Yeah, they managed to pull it out of the bag. The end product is always a joy, and then when you watch it, you think, "This is why I do it."
You forget the months of pain, and stress.
The blood, sweat, and tears, and then you just think, "Yeah, this is done now. I can rest for 2 weeks, then start
and then
all
start
over
the
again."
next one. Start the next one. Gosh, no, but you have to have really, really good girls for this, don't you?
Yes,
you have to have such good group of girls, and also a really good dynamic between them, because of course they live together, and
they're all individual characters.
They are, yes. No, I love it.
Yeah, I really like it too.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
Look at those lyrics, I'm telling you folks.
No.
They're wrong uns. Who's your favourite character?
I think Miss Hannigan.
Miss Hannigan.
Yeah, the more, I've already said it, the I'm just likening myself to her more and more. I'm starting to really sympathise with her.
Yeah.
But I think she's like wickedly delicious to play. I think there's a lot there to sink your teeth into as a character, isn't there? What about yours?
I kind of like the Rooster and Lily characters.
Little pair.
Yeah, and played brilliantly, of course, in the movie by Tim Curry and Bernadette Peters.
Oh God!
I mean,
what
that's
an
a
iconic
dream,
duo.
isn't it? That's a dream casting.
It really is.
That really is.
And then
they're so brilliant at it.
But Bernadette and Carol loggerheads for the rest, and that shows so well. Which is a bit weird when it's a brother-sister relationship, and
it's a bit weird.
But I mean, a few things in Annie are a bit weird, and we shove that
brush them under the carpet, and we just sit back and let it wash over us.
That's fine. I've got a slightly controversial question to ask you.
There's nothing controversial about our podcast.
So you remember the last one we did this one was The Lion King, which is also not very good.
Oh, that's been tattooed on my memory. If you're going to say Shag, Marry, Avoid.
I'm going to say Shag, Marry, Avoid, but no kids.
No, obviously.
So I'll give you your options.
All right.
In fact, you know what? I'll give you 3 at a time.
Okay.
So let's give you. Daddy Warbucks.
Right. Yeah.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Let's do Daddy Warbucks, Grace Farrell, and Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Right, well, I'm going to avoid Roosevelt.
Okay.
Because come on. I'm going to marry Daddy Warbucks because I want all his money.
Oh, that's
And if she can get her legs up there, of course I'm going to shag Grace.
Yeah? Boof! Yeah, I like that. Okay, and my other one is the trio that we were just saying, so Rooster, Lily St. Regis, and Hannigan.
I would...
This is more of a conundrum, I think.
Marry Miss Hannigan. And I'll tell you for why.
Tell me for why.
Because she will have countless supply of vodka and gin, and we would just have a hoot. I would avoid Rooster.
Oh.
And I think I'd shag Lily St. Regis, why not?
Yeah.
Named after the hotel. Which floor?
It's so good. I really like that.
Amazing.
I'm not sure. Because Rooster's obviously like a very good con man, and he can get quite a bit of dough, so he might be then useful to have.
Marry?
Yeah, I don't know.
But out of all of them, you'd marry Warbucks, wouldn't you?
All of them you marry Warbucks. Yeah, exactly.
The 6 of them, if you could choose one to marry, Warbucks.
Warbucks, I think.
Does that make Annie a little bit of a... I was going to say a not very nice word, and I've just blessed myself.
What, Annie?
But she's a bit spoiled, isn't she, in that respect? Because she could just have Warbucks straight away. And he's like, no, I don't want that locket. I don't want that. I want the one that my mama and papa gave me.
I know.
I don't want your money. I don't want your house. I don't want your... I want to find my real parents.
I know, but she's that's her. That's
I know, but then when she doesn't find her real parents, she's like, I'm sorry about that, Daddy Roberts. Come on, I'll come and live with you. And
that's true.
We'll have Miss Hannigan ride on a big elephant and together at last, together forever. Oh, it'll all end in tears.
It will. It absolutely will. No, I think she... Well, one of my favourite scenes in the film is the first time she enters his sort of mansion, he's not around. Yeah, and literally, it's literally, I think I'm going to like it. And she, there's a swimming pool and there's water.
I ordered a boy. Yeah, when he comes in, he's not happy, is he?
It's very Anne of Green Gables, isn't it?
Yes, very much so.
But
Annie of Green Gables.
Hey,
see what I did there?
You see what you did there? Jeez.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Sleazy Street. I love talking about Annie, and I'm loving these podcasts, and I hope you are too. Cheers.
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 Sleazy Street.